Hey gems, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel, Jemimahsjournal. I think it's been a while. It depends if I upload this video first or second, but it's been a while. Anyways, so as you saw in the title, maybe even in the thumbnail, I'm going to be doing things that automatically annoy me. Like, if it happens, I will just straight up be annoyed. I will straight up be pissed. My whole mood will change. Anyways, let's just get started. Alright, so the first thing, it annoys me, and I'm pretty sure it annoys a lot of other people, but I don't think I should be annoyed, but in fact grateful. But slow Wi-Fi. I don't think anything could possibly annoy me more than slow Wi-Fi at times. At points when I do have slow Wi-Fi, I'll be thinking, oh my gosh, if this is how it's gonna be, just turn the whole Wi-Fi off. In a way, I would rather have no Wi-Fi than slow Wi-Fi, because with no Wi-Fi, I don't even get annoyed like that. But slow Wi-Fi, it's just annoying. It finds a way to really
agitate, really agitate me.
But yeah, I should be grateful because like not everybody gets it. So yeah. Another thing that automatically annoys me is when I'm having a conversation with someone and I'm just trying to hold this conversation on and you are being so dead to me, acting as if you don't want to have a conversation, especially when they're the one who messaged you first. So I could be like, oh, did you hear about blah blah blah, and they could be like, yeah, okay. I could say, oh, we're gonna do this then, is that sorted? And they're just like, okay. It's just so annoying to me. Out here acting as if you don't want to continue this conversation. Like, if you don't want to, just say it, because I'm wasting my time for you. So this is in specific places, but to be honest, it doesn't annoy me in all places. I never do this. I'm a fast walker straight up. If I'm not walking fast, I walk at a decent speed. But slow walkers, like, and especially when they're blocking the way. See, slow walkers, when it's just like in the park or something, that's fine. But if it's in the airport, don't get me started. In the airport, no, I'm not having it. At school, I'm also not having it. The way I have to deal with that 5 days a week is so frustrating to me. Or anywhere in general, like say if you're in a shopping center and people are just stopping at the top of the stairs or escalators, like, what is your deal? People are trying to get to places and you're out here blocking the way. Do not do that, please. Not in my essence. I hate to say this because I do know a few people who do this, but there are people who just at times don't know when to stop talking. I don't know, with a lot of people I just stop talking automatically and it just flows like that. But with certain people, they just don't know when to stop. You say something, you think it's the end, and then they'll add on to it. I hate it, especially in messaging. When it's messaging, it's my own time, you know. I could be scrolling on TikTok, I message you, we finish messaging, I'm back to TikTok, and I see another message coming up on my phone. I'm like, what can this possibly be about? Or even when they try to talk to you with your earphones, headphones, AirPods on, they can clearly see you keep on having to stop and replay whatever you're listening to, and they just keep on trying to talk to you. I'm sorry, but it's not happening. I despise hypocrites. You know, it's actually so annoying. I don't know if I'm one. I feel as if at certain points in times I can low-key be one. I think mainly at home, but everywhere else I'm not. But my main issue, if you can't accept what you give, don't give it in the first place. Because why are you out here talking about someone's family, their parents, and when they start talking about your family and parents, you get pressed? It's just stupid, you know. It's low-key just embarrassing, to be honest. As someone who takes bus to school and back home for school, even on other days during the weekends and the holidays at random times, when public transport delays, it frustrates me. It annoys me so much. I know this is the natural thing, things occur, but it is so frequent to the point it's annoying me. And it's always on the most important days for me. School in the morning, you know, even if I try to leave earlier, you have this and that. Even after school today was a long day. Gosh, the bus, it took so long. It was raining, I was wet today. I was already frustrated on the way home and the bus decides to delay. I'm trying to get home. I was tired. I had study, Bible study after as well. So I was like, I need to get home in time and this is happening. But as I said at the start, it's not something that can really be controlled in a way. So that's just something I'm gonna have to deal with. Another one, I don't necessarily hate, but it's like, I don't really like it. To be honest, I don't tend to do it as well because I know if someone did it to me, I wouldn't like it, so I'm not gonna do it to them. But say, a lot of people will relate to me with this, but when you're watching a movie with someone and they haven't watched it, but you've watched it, and they just keep on bursting out random questions about the movie, like, oh, did she die? Does this happen? Do they get together? Like, please watch. Or on that same topic, when they're just using their phone or something, their device, or doing something else, they be doing everything but concentrating on the movie, and you're like, oh my gosh, you just missed this, can you watch? And it's always the best parts that they miss, the parts that you want them to see that they miss. It's just so frustrating to me. I remember when I was watching Dream Academy, Popstar Academy on Netflix with my sister, because I'd already watched it ages ago, and I was like begging. I had to full on beg her to watch it with me, and she would kept on using her phone while watching it, and I was getting really mad because she kept on missing the best bits. And the whole show is really good, so if you miss one little bit, you miss a lot. So I was not happy with that. Another thing I hate is when I turn down food or I don't get food, and then later I regret that. This is just a me problem, to be honest. But you know, when you like have food and then you turn it down or you don't get it, and then later you really wish that you got it. But it doesn't really happen as much anymore, but I remember it used to happen a lot. And like, on the same topic of food, when someone eats the food that you were looking forward to eating, that just annoys me. Because tell me why I had brownies in the fridge. I go to school. Since my brother, he's in 6th form, he leaves later and comes back earlier from school than I do. By the time I get home, it's gone. And I don't really like get mad like that. On the inside I was raging, but on the outside I was like clearly upset. This is something that I only mind certain people doing. Actually, yeah, certain people. I hate when people copy me, especially my schoolwork. Like, what is your deal? Especially when I'm not locked in with them. Because tell me why I was in health and social today and the girl next to me was copying my work. And it's so frustrating because she was copying every single bit the way I set it out. In health and social, I use 3 colors, red, black and blue, just to make everything super clear. And she came to sit to me last week and this week as well as last week, she started copying and using those colors. I'm like, what is your deal? Can you not? And it's not just the colors. I don't really care about the colors, it's never that serious, but it's the whole layout, everything that I write, and I'm just so tired of it. But the thing is, I probably do have the courage to speak up, but I just can't be asked. So this one, it's not really a hate, but I don't really like it. People with bad grammar, so not everyone can control it. But you know, you have people who were born and raised here and they be out here saying they was doing this, I were doing this, I done this ages ago, she done this ages ago. I don't know, something like that. And I know it's a problem. Not everyone can control it, it's just them. But I just don't like it because I'm afraid it will have an impact on me and affect the way I speak, because the way I speak, I think my grammar is decent. What I actually say makes sense. And it wasn't actually, it kind of was a while ago where I was with someone who did talk like that, and it actually impacted the way I spoke. So I wasn't really happy about that. I hate when people listen just so they can talk after, but they don't listen to understand, like listen to actually listen and process what you're saying. So tell me why I'll be saying stuff and then there's just these people who, as soon as I finish, they don't even react. If they react, they'd be like, yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, dang. And then they just go straight to what they want to say. I get you're hyped, but wow. That's something I could never do. Like, that is so rude. Talk about rude. I hate rude shopkeepers, not just shopkeepers, shop workers. Because where is the customer service? Like, what's going on? Why are you being rude to me? What is your deal? I also hate people that don't know when to be quiet. Just shush. At times, there's times where you don't have to be quiet. but there's also times where you need to be quiet. It's the best to be quiet.
I don't even know how to explain.
But like that, I also hate people who are just begging it. Because tell me why, and never tell me why. I was in maths, I think it was Tuesday on maths. That's the 11th of the 11th in November in the UK, England. That's Remembrance Day. So you have to have the minutes of silence, and that's what we were doing. And then there's just this boy who's out here trying to make people laugh. And it's not even all that funny. What's so funny? It's just embarrassing. Really embarrassing. This is really a various one, but when people say something so rude and then have the audacity to put no offense at the end of it, or be like no offense but, and it's super rude, like if it's that offensive, just don't say it and keep your mouth shut. It relates to not knowing like when to keep quiet. Just keep your mouth shut if you think it's that offensive. I hate when people stare at me like so much, and there'd be so much people, or just one random person for absolutely no reason. If there's a reason, I understand, but if you're just staring at me, why are you staring at me? And I don't know, I just don't like it. I'm not trying to be rude, but it makes me feel nervous. I really dislike bipolar people. I guess being bipolar is like, I'm not sure if it's something that you can necessarily control, or if that's just you. Maybe it's just your personality, but if it is, I just don't like that type of personality. Because what you mean you're friends with me 1 second and the next we're apparently enemies, we're beefing, and there's this beef that I did not know about, this one-sided beef. I don't know, it's just so confusing to me, and it's annoying. I'm trying to be friends with you, I'm saying hello to you, and you're ignoring me. The next you're saying, where you going, where are we gonna eat? What? Anyways, gems, this is where I'm gonna end up the video. It was I did a lot in that video, but that's a good thing, right? Feel free to comment down any video ideas, suggestions, requests, because I'll be sure to do them eventually. Also, I didn't mention, but my voice sounds like this. It might be a little bit croaky or like raspy because it's kind of late that I'm filming this video. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn the post notification bell on so that you guys get alerted every single time I post. But yeah, that is all for today. I love you, gems. Bye.